It's your girl, Mikkel Rose, and welcome to Iconics Radio. I am so excited. Guys, listen. Today is going to be so amazing. This guy is in the building. I call him Razer from Connecticut. But we have Mr. Razer, some call him Velvy. Listen, Mr. Razer's in the building. How you feeling, King?
Feeling good right now, man. Iconic Radio, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Waiting to get up in here. We here now.
Man, we are here in the building. I am so excited to finally have you because we met recently at the Gutter movie premiere, and like your aura was like all up in there. You came in there and was just like, listen. I was like, who is this guy? Like, get over here. Let's talk to the man with stunting. Let's get it.
We here.
Okay, so you're in Houston, Texas, but you're not originally from Houston.
Not originally from, but now I'm here. Been here.
Where
for
are you
about
from,
7
Mr.
months.
Velvy?
Originally from Hartford, Connecticut.
Connecticut, what's up?
Down
Yes.
to the 860.
Let's go. So, you've been here for 7 months?
7 months now. I mean, as far as before coming here, you got to do a little homework. So I would, come down here and just see if this the feel.
Yeah.
Physically been here now, since the pandemic over, living here now 7 months.
This where it's at. This is home.
But one thing I do want to say that the day that we did meet at the Gutter, just the way it was set up and looking in the corner with y'all media, Iconic Radio.
Yeah.
It was just like y'all was drawing people over that way, man. So I had to go there, and I just, I didn't know what was gonna happen when I'm up in the station now. But salute to y'all, man. That's like a new vibe. 2022, look out, man.
That's what's
Iconic.
up. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Thank you. I think that that's why we're here. We believe in creating a platform for independent artists, independent creators, like the go-getters, the hustlers, the small businesses, the ones that are making it happen underneath it all, right? That just haven't hit that pivotal or hit their pivotal in their own market, right?
Yep.
In their own lane. So thank you for that. Yes. And listen, we finna have some Razer like spinning on Iconics Radio soon. So y'all better get right.
Get used to that face.
Let's go. So let's talk about you, and because I did a little research on you, man, and you are out here. Like you didn't just move here and just like you just chilling. No, you out in these streets. You are promoting your brand. Like your face is everywhere. You're like connecting with so many amazing H-Town legends as well. So that says a lot about you within 7 months to come out here and like you on the pavement, like beating the concrete crazy. Like, I'm like, wow, who is this guy? So how do you describe your sound?
Describe my sound?
Yeah.
I would say my style with my sound, I got more like a up north style, but since I've been in because I've been in Atlanta before I got to Houston. So
yeah.
A lot of time when I write, it's kind of the diverse, since everything was like diverse, like with the people that have been around, I kind of make music that could switch up in the atmosphere. So I would just say like a lot of time my style is sending a message out there through the songs.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of different, I can give you a trap if you need the trap. I can give them the late, the conscious rap. So I kind of got a lot of different diverse with the style, I would say.
You don't see yourself like actually like in a box, right?
Yeah, I'm not really in one box. I would say a lyricist. A lot of people say they ain't really a lot of lyricists out.
Yeah.
But I got to keep it real with how I came up. A lot of lyricists that I looked up to was doing things, and their music kind of changed now. But I'm glad to see that I can write as a writer. What you visualize, I'm able to put
That's everything.
things out there.
For sure. Sure. And even looking at like some of your production, like your music videos, I can see that like you put a lot of thought into your brand and like what you bring into the scene. And I think that's really important for anybody, not just as an artist, but also creating like your name and your face. So I mean, you stay polished on the boards. Like, I mean, like,
You said polished.
you stay clean. So
I gotta stay Velvy, man.
listen, Velvy. And like you always repping your brand. What does Velvy mean?
Now Velvy, it's funny. It's like, you know, I'm raised as an artist, and I founded in Douglas Entertainment, my label.
Yeah.
Put myself under it, and you know, Velvy came. I was sitting back. It used to be swag behind it, but we got rid of the swag. You know, nobody really used swag, but I wanted to sit back and you know, pick something that would describe me in a full piece. So the Velvy was just a couple artists I had looked to was running a lot of like their closing line, like Nas, for instance, had the Esco going on.
Shout out to Nas.
Shout out to Nas.
Yeah.
Velvy was my brand that I pushed, and something about Velvy just I've stuck to it. I got a lot of feedback from people like, yo, I like that name, and I just, you know, Velvy sharped up. You know
It's smooth. It's suave. Like, yeah, keep it Velvy.
Like that Velvy. Like,
I love that. I love that. It definitely fits you, and it fits like what you represent because you always on point. So shout out to Mr. Velvy in the building.
Velvy,
now, what was it like for you growing up?
Growing up,
Yeah,
there was a lot of I would say like coming up in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
there was a lot of different directions. You know, growing up as a boy.
Yeah,
taking turns, and just it was times where, you know, all of our moms want to raise us to, you know, hang out with certain individuals.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was with a lot of older people, and sometimes around the folks that wasn't, you know, up to no good. And
yeah,
after taking all of that and, you know, being around it, you come like a product of your environment. But
for sure.
then I started noticing like the choices and decisions. So kind of growing up, I didn't want to, you know, make mistakes. I learned from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
So I started cleaning up my act, and I think up until this point, you know, a lot of times, even with the music, I'm trying to either, you know, point out some key jewels or give people a little bit of my testimony so that way they can avoid, you know, going through things that might, you know, hinder them down. But
thanks. I love that.
man, it was rough, man. It was, you know, as far as the Velvy though, even like you said, staying clean.
Yeah.
There was a time at one point where I ain't have it was hard to stay with some J's or look fresh. I had neighbors that would come next door, showing me what they got for Christmas. So it wasn't always easy. So
yeah,
when I finally saw that I could go out there and do some things and stay positive, I just kept myself where it's kind of like you got that Velvy going on now. I never
look, wait a minute. Pull the mic up so they can hear that again. Wait, you got to do what?
I got to make sure, like,
you got to keep it
Velvy. I didn't have it, so I got to keep it Velvy.
Keep it Velvy on them.
Stay Velvy on them.
I love it. Were you the only child?
No, I got a lot of siblings. My mom had 8 kids.
Whoa, are you the baby? Or you?
I'm the third.
You the third. They say 3's a trauma. So listen. Listen. They say 3 a trauma. So I mean, I see. I can see where it's facts. Okay, it's true now. Okay. Mm-hmm. Velvy made it happen.
Had to, man.
I love it. So, you know, coming from a large family, and then also coming from Connecticut, what do you feel like the big switch has been for you, like as a businessman? Because I mean, I know that, you know, your mom, your family, you know, had to literally go through a lot of transitions back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. But now you're a businessman. Was there any point in time when you were young that you felt like, boom, that's what I'm going to be? Or like, did the road kind of take you?
It kind of, from looking at it, when I was younger, looking into hip hop and seeing a lot of rappers at that time, I kind of knew that was something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
My first love was basketball. You know what I mean? That was one of my main
things. Okay. Let's go.
But I knew with the skills and, you know, keeping the rhymes, always writing in school or on my free times and stuff, that I was going to eventually, you know, put songs together and want to do that.
Wow.
But to answer your question, you said what's the difference kind of that coming from up there, having a big family? Yeah,
coming from there, and then now being like a businessman here, like, what was it like going through that transition?
Oh, I would say it was kind of, being a businessman was a lot, because it's like being up north, the way how we talk and the whole everybody fast up there and the way things was and the mentality.
Right.
'Cause down south it was different. It was like that southern hospitality where they showing love, your neighbors waving. So when I first came out here, I had to learn already. You know, they waving at you now. They ain't trying to set you up or do nothing wrong.
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
Why you always speaking to people? I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I'm
I had
Southern.
to balance my mind and just I had to do that because I couldn't conduct business with that mentality that I had coming straight from up there. So
yeah,
I had to kind of shake that a little bit, balance it, and then, like you said, now looking forward, and half of those people that showing the love gonna be the ones that support you.
Facts.
So you just gotta just keep it real and try to treat people how you want to be treated. But the South, man, they loosen up a little bit where they gonna show you that love, man. Up north, everything's so militant. I don't know if it's because of the climate or what it is.
Because it's cold.
Yeah,
it's cold.
So that's the first thing I had to take heed to, and then as far as being a businessman,
you
know, growing up in such of a big house, you always had to hustle for stuff. So
facts,
that kind of helps, and then just knowing what it takes, you know, being in a big family, everybody had to play different roles. So it was like it opened my mind up to business and like a team. You know what I mean? Where everybody got to play different roles, but it either could affect the whole team or, you know, one of the brothers, siblings do something wrong.
You got to handle it. Let's go.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
Yeah. So
now, who are some of the artists that you look up to?
That I look in the now or like when I was
back in the day?
Back in the day, you had Rakim, Biggie, I don't know, Big L. I don't know if you know Big L. He was one of them. What else would I say? I already said Nas, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You had Prodigy in them, Mobb Deep.
Let's go. I love it.
Jay-Z, Nas, The Firm.
We talking about legends, yeah. Do you have any like today that you kind of got your eye on that you want to collab with like soon or something like that?
Yeah, in the now I got a lot of Lil Baby, Lil Durk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's Chicago. You got Lil Baby, then you got what is it? Travis Scott. It's a Houston artist. Paul Wall, Slim Thug. I kind of I just did a open up with Paul Wall.
I just saw you opened up with Paul Wall and then Gutta. Yeah, look at
Young Money. That's another thing we working on because me and him linked up. I'm probably supposed to be going down to Louisiana, New Orleans, down his way.
I love me some. What's up, New Orleans? They know what's going on.
Trade the Truth. I mentioned the kind of people.
Let's go.
But as far as Houston, like Trade the Truth, I want to link up Bun B.
Yeah.
I want to get around all these Houston legends and just, you know, throw. I got a couple things on my catalog that they got to hear. I got a song called that they gonna hear this year. My visit to H-Town, which is me, a city boy, coming out here and just speaking about out here.
I love it. I mean, I love your vibe, and I love the way that like you're bringing the sound, the vibe. Well, you got you're from the north, but you didn't hit ATL. Now you in Houston, and you like most people, they carry their sound and they never know how to blend and get it in. Mm-hmm. But man, you coming down here making some noise, putting your foot on the.
She said going hard in the paint.
I love me some Razer, y'all. I'm here for it. So a team is very important. And you actually have your own team that you build. And I mean, it's huge. Let's talk about your entertainment business and your production company and your team. Yeah, let's talk about who are you bringing with you? Who are you guys?
So right now, I would say when I speak of the team, I found it in Douglas Entertainment, where it's like we don't discriminate. Anybody who got talent, passionate, or we see that is maybe even in the struggle and trying to use that music or that gift, their passion to get them to the next level.
Yeah,
we want y'all to come on the label. But as far as Douglas Entertainment, right now I got a bunch. When I say team, it's kind of like I got the engineers.
Yeah.
That I use. I got the promoters. What else? I got a couple. I'm working on now just to try to get some the publicists and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I got people working that, and I got a gentleman that do the business plans. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna be going around recruiting artists to be on the label.
Nice,
so
nice.
I lined up the engineer, the graphic guy. I got a marketing person because what happened really, I just, I put myself under my own label, and I've seen how, the streams and like how the numbers been going. So anything that
you've been pushing
I'll
too.
be able to do to me, I should be able to do that same service to any other artist that comes along. They just gotta be real with who they are.
That's right.
We got the engineer, the graphic guy, videographer, photo shoot gentleman, and right now with radio, don't really have nobody locked because it's media, but Iconic Radio right now might be negotiating something with y'all.
This way it's at,
we have to have the artists coming here to get their interviews done.
Let's go.
And pushing forth. So I'm really like business relations. I got the Douglas Entertainment label that I founded, and then we just looking for right now to do like sponsorships or build business relationships.
And here's the thing. One thing I can respect about you, and one thing I can respect about anybody that's out there getting it, it's all about networking. Like, this is why Iconix Radio is here. You get what I'm saying? Because all of that is running through here. We talk to entrepreneurs all the time. We talk to independent artists, independent labels all the time. And we all got to make this happen together. So it's on Velvy in the building, Mr. Razer. Let's go.
Iconic Radio, man. I hear it. How y'all come up with the name Iconic? When I kept looking at it,
man, look at you throwing the questions. This is the first time ever. Wait a minute. Okay, so you're actually breaking the mold because nobody has ever asked that live. So Iconix Radio was created. The name actually came between me and my husband, Anthony Johnson, Mr.Iconix. Okay. We had to come up with something that would fit his brand, that would really help him stand out because he's been in the music industry for a long time. He's now, Recording Academy voting member, and he's just been in the game for a long time and putting in a lot of work. He helped a lot of people in the game, and he's still growing. But however, I told him, you need something that's going to make people say, that's going to match your sound. And Iconix came up, and then Mr. Iconix happened, and Iconix and then what it also represents is the future, like the future of music. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Everyone believes that their music is important and it sounds good, but real music, it makes you go places that you could never imagine.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
So everybody that's come on Iconix Radio, even myself as a recording artist, everything I do, I'm making history. Everything you do, you making history, and that's what Iconix represents.
It's gonna be longevity. Y'all
baby, Iconix, yes, the future icons yourself.
That's what I was about to say. When I seen Iconix, it's almost like a privilege to be on the show because
that's right.
A lot of time people, you got different levels. It's like you could be a local person, but you're an icon.
That's right.
Iconic mean like when I saw me coming to Iconic Radio, that's just, you know what I mean?
It's a stamp. It's that stamp.
Yeah.
That's right. It's levels. Let's go. So shout out to the Recording Academy. Shout out to Mr. Iconix and all the other artists that make this happen, all the creators. Mr. Razer. Mm-hmm. Now, we talking to you. And I know we got some fire music out there. Let's talk about these jams you pumping out for 2022. What you got?
2022. Yeah. Funny you say that. February 16th coming up. My story is about to be released. My story now kind of piggyback to what you were saying about that little, coming from up north, living in Atlanta, coming to Houston. My story, I feel like my fans been dedicated throughout all the years. I've been dropping different music. They might have not known, why I was doing it, but like when you paying attention to the market, the music is changing. You can sit around and, I grew up, like I said, a lyricist writing, but I got different skills and ways to write. So what I've been doing is, paying attention to the market and putting music out there. They've been grasping it, and I've been paying attention to see what they like. But my story now is going to open up, it's going to give them more, they're going to get more into like an interpersonal vibe of the artist Razer.
I love it.
You know what I mean? And then once they get my story, I have a catalog that's coming with an EP that's going to kind of break things down. They're going to hear some things about up north, like stories and things you was going through. as well as, it's open. It's like opening a book now, man. It's like,
yeah.
they've been rocking with me. They'll hear me with some East Coast vibe song, then they see me kind of versatile with some South stuff, but my story gonna break it all down, and it's gonna open everything up.
I love it.
I can't wait for that. It actually, it's gonna drop, and then the video is already, sealed too.
It's already on point. It's ready to go.
Already on point.
Do you play any instruments? We want to know.
No instruments, but when I was young, I did the drums, and then my mother wanted me to do clarinet. So
Come on!
I was in a band, you know what I'm
saying?
You
did? You played in the band?
I played in the band, did the drums, and then after she switched me over to that, she wanted me to do the clarinet. It was cool.
Yeah.
But it was a good experience, with the composing, the music, and I think that plays a role into me being a writer, and just when beats come, talking to you in timing.
I love that. That runs into my next question. What do you consider good music?
I consider good music that got a message to it, and is everything kind of with the timing, like, the beat is on, and it's the lyrics is not too loud, and the beat is right on time.
Yeah.
Good music is something that can either change, impact, or help somebody get over
big facts.
A hurdle.
Big facts. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Because most artists don't even really understand that. They just think, oh man, it's all about the beat. No, it has to mean, and only an icon would know that. Let's go. We know these things. So let me also ask you this. What do, like when you see younger people out, and what good music is, how do you write your music and not sound like everybody else? Because that's kind of hard, especially when you breaking that barrier, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think what helped me out for some reason, when I'm writing my lyrics and rhymes, I got used to making it radio ready, so I'm not really coming filthy in a lot of cuts. My stuff is radio ready.
Yep.
But it's still like street vibe, whatever atmosphere I choose to write to, it's still like the street. I'm showing you can still come hard, but you can substitute the words that you use. So I'm kind of, if you're different, like you ain't really swearing, you're already in a different lane with that.
Did you say swear?
Swear, cuss.
I love you, Razer, because my grandma used to say, you better stop saying line. You better say swear. I was like, okay.
Swear. That's that up north.
Let's go. I love it.
But back to what you're saying. I just feel, that's going to really separate with that part of it. But if I wanted to cuss up and swear and do things, it's cool. But with a lot of the young guys, you'll get different music. But I don't like when they follow on the trend. It's like you got one guy that ain't doing it right, and then you got the followers following that, and it don't mount up. But I like, for instance, like Lil Baby, I like what he be throwing out on the radio.
Facts, yeah.
That man be telling a few stories, and I like the way he.
His wordplay is and his flow is sweet.
Yeah, because in the beginning at first, I was kind of, coming up. I'm writing lyrical rhymes, listening to Nas, Jay-Z, all these, different, your Eminem lyricists and stuff. And then when it started to change over, I was just like, what is this? I put a lot of time in. I got to this point now.
I mastered this. Yeah.
That's what really
Speaking real, yeah.
Yeah, that's what really, when I went to Atlanta, actually, I was up there doing some lyrical stuff. And one day I just noticed they just want a nice little bounce and some simple, quick lyrics. So I didn't really dumb down my style, but I had to just be creative and come up with something different. So,
I love that. And I think that's very important, to be able to read your crowd, read your audience, and then adjust with the time as you go. So, Mr. Razer, now we are going to play a game in a minute, because we like to play games over here. So you can, let's go. But I want to know, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
All right, in the next 5 years, I see myself with my company. I see myself to where my short goals in my company, like having other artists on the label,
right?
Benefiting, where they're gonna be educated on the label, where they're gonna have the paperwork right. So I see myself as someone that people could look up to and mentor.
Right.
Also, I see myself with a lot of songs on soundtracks, doing film.
Let's
being
go.
A part of film.
Yeah, I see you out there doing your thing. You got your little actor parts coming in. I see them. Like, right. Razer. Let me find out.
Also, just going around and giving back to the community. I see myself going into the school system real quick, trying to see if it's something I could speak to the youth about.
Yeah, let's go.
Just coming up with more opening up outlets where we can help our people out, man. So
I love it.
5 years from now, I see me doing, being a boss and investing and having other people follow me, and then make more people be more leaders. So
that's what it's about. Like if you're not doing that and you're not looking to create that, and that's not your goal to help people, like what is you doing? Period. Exactly. Like Razer. I love the vibe. Okay, so we're gonna play this game.
Okay.
Mr. Man, could you please pass me my cards now? Now, Razer, look, I'm real serious about games. Now this ain't Uno, okay. but it can get real up in here. Okay. He's like, okay.
We ready for that, man.
Let's go. And also, shout out to Mr. Yolan the Poet. Rico Young, guys, he has a book that's out right now. Be on the lookout. Audio book is also coming, and you just never know what you can see here on Iconix Radio. Now,
Iconic do, man, you support.
That's right,
back, man. Y'all get that.
That's right. Now, look, y'all. You know how the games go. So now, Joe came up in here, and it was like war up in here. Now Joe, man, shout out to the entire Gutter cast, Elmo Visions, man, Mr. T Dollar Sign, Roy, Maverick Films, all y'all, Miss Toya Vision, all y'all. What's going on? Now, y'all listen. Mr. Joe came up in here and he ain't take no losses. He took no L's. He was like straight in there. So I'm very sensitive right now. Okay.
Oh, he ain't taking no losses.
He ain't taking no losses. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna give you the question. I'm gonna give you the different options, and you have to give me the correct answer.
Okay.
You ready, Razer?
Ready.
Let's go. Okay. First card. Who had a hit with "You Can't Touch This"? A. Sir Mix-a-Lot. B. Ice-T. Or C, MC Hammer? Who was it?
MC Hammer.
Okay, Razer. I see you. Okay, I see you. Next one is a movie, okay?
Okay.
Which of these 90s bands never had a UK #1 single? A, Backstreet Boys. B, Rim. Or C, LeAnn Rimes?
B.
It's gonna be B. Okay, Raze, let me find out. Let me find out you went to Google before you came. Let me find out. Let's go. Okay. Which 90s movie has the best-selling soundtrack of all time? A, The Bodyguard. B, Titanic. Or C, Robin Hood?
Titanic or C?
First of all, don't ever disrespect Whitney Houston like that. Not playing. No. Okay, so
wrong.
No, it was A, Bodyguard. So, but shout out to Celine Dion. Celine, you know I love you, girl. But okay, you 2-1. Okay, last one. Here we go. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right. In the 90s sitcom Family Matters, what is Steve Urkel's full name? A, Stephen B. Urkel. B, Stephen Q. Urkel. Or C, Stephen J. Urkel?
Stephen B.
No, it was Stephen Q. But Stephen Q. Urkel, yes.
I'm supposed to know Urkel, man.
Yeah, listen. Look.
As much as I watch
everybody was like, everybody stopped like, what?
Right,
Thank you so much for playing with me, Mr. Razer. Okay, so before we go, please let the amazing audience know where can they find you.
Y'all can find me on, I'm going to start with YouTube. Go to YouTube. That's Douglas Entertainment, DUGGULAR. And that's where you'll find all my videos. Check the community on there. You'll see what's going on. Spotify, you can Spotify me. That's Razer, Razer. Catch me on Google Play, iTunes, Shazam. You can Shazam. My music can get picked up on there.
Period.
Also, SoundCloud. Go to Facebook / Douglas Entertainment. Also, Razer, Razer, Douglas Entertainment. Instagram, that's Razer _Velvy, LVY. And one more thing I want to say, merch, Velvy merch coming. Y'all look out for that. And,
Yes.
Iconic Radio, man. Get used to the face being here. We're going to line up some stuff. Probably hit a freestyle for y'all on certain days. You know what I mean?
Listen, stamp it.
Stay on point, man.
I am so honored and so happy to have you here, man. This is definitely something in the making, something magical just happened tonight, guys. Make some noise about my boy, Mr. Razer from Connecticut. Mr. Velvy is in the building. Let's make it happen, guys. Hey, it's your girl, Mikhail Rose. Y'all, Izzy out. We'll catch you later.
Out of here, man.